Welcome back to Tales from Our Pocket. We are in Fukuoka. I practiced a lot to say the city's name. Hopefully I got it correct. After a pretty heavy day in Nagasaki, we are in Fukuoka to relax and have a bit of fun.
That's a lot of flowers.
And adventure. That's more work than I remember. And a bit of food and culture.
That's excellent.
We are super excited to be here.
Last time we were in Japan about a year ago, we went to TeamLab in Tokyo and we had a great time. We found out that there was a TeamLab here also in Fukuoka. We had to come.
TeamLab is known for their incredible, detailed, immersive art. At times, we felt lost in a maze of light and color. This TeamLab installation in Fukuoka was especially impressive due to its interactive nature. Heavy emphasis on the nature. I'm adding butterflies.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun. In some ways, that was really similar to the one in Tokyo, and in other ways, it was completely different.
I think all of the light features of the Tokyo TeamLab were used here, but none of the water or anything like that. So we kept our shoes on the whole time. That was different.
My favorite part was doing catch and release of the different animals, and you would shoot them with love sort of heart-shaped arrows, and I thought that was really fun. I could have stayed there for a really long time, but we don't have a lot of time because we're already headed to our next thing, which is...
We gotta go to the Fukuoka Tower. Is that what I'm looking at right behind the camera here?
No.
Oh.
The Fukuoka Tower is a short 15-minute walk from TeamLab, where we just got out of, and it's not expensive to go up. So we're hoping for a great view over the city, and that's where we're headed now. Fukuoka Tower claims to be the best seaside tower in Japan. We don't know who comes up with these things, but since it's the only seaside tower we visited in Japan, I guess it must be true. It certainly had fantastic views, and like other towers in Japan, it has a number of displays where you can't help but join in on the fun. Some baseballs. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh no. That's not good. The fake window with, how should I say this, alternative views of Fukuoka was strange, but also kind of perfect given how close by TeamLab is. Come on, good number, good number. Three. Small luck. It says we can boost our luck by 150 times if I put this slip of paper in here. So that will make our small luck medium luck. I'll take it. Oh no, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. This is horrible luck. Horrible luck. Was really neat. You could really see it in every direction, and the cost of it wasn't too much, and we bought our tickets on Klook, so I think it's something we'd recommend, and it was perfect to do right after TeamLab.
We have some nice views, and Fukuoka is a lot bigger than we expected. It is a big city, we know that.
Now we are heading on a bus to go to a temple before they close, and then we are really looking forward to a light show at Canal City tonight, and of course some ramen.
This is happening.
It's probably not. Come on.
There's no way. I couldn't get a good enough grip on it.
Excuses. With your legs.
Nope. My hands just slide.
This shrine is beautiful. I would say this is one of the prettier ones that we've seen. There's so many beautiful features. And I think we're here for a ceremony or a ritual or a festival, because there are all these paper bags everywhere that people are lighting, and candles. I don't think they'll really show up for a while yet, so I think we're hungry. We're gonna go grab something to eat and then come back and see if we can see all of the lights. Hopefully they don't close it out to visitors. Oh, fingers crossed. It looks so pretty. Ramen Stadium is 8 ramen stalls gathered together in one food court. It might feel a little like you're gearing up for a fight in a stadium where it's you against what seems like an endless array of ramen choices. The only loser here is how your pants fit at the end.
Extremely rich.
that is pretty beautiful. All right, we came back after having our amazing ramen, and look at how beautiful all these candles are. There are maybe hundreds of them. It's just absolutely beautiful. Good morning. Well, it's kind of a late morning. We are still in Fukuoka, sort of. Actually, maybe I should just start this over. We have made our way to an island that is known as Noko Island. And this is an island just off the shore of Fukuoka, a short 10 minutes by ferry. And we're spending most of our day here before heading back to Fukuoka for some dinner that we are super excited about. But first, we're gonna explore the island, starting with lunch and then a little bit of shopping, and then we are gonna make our way to the other part of the island for its main attraction, which is year-round flowers. We hear that cosmos are blooming right now, and we are super excited to see them. But first, we're hungry. We are getting here just before lunch. And the park that we're going to is on the other side of the island. We're not sure what the food options there are like, so we thought we would eat first, kind of check out some shops in the harbor in case they're shut later on. And then we're going to, I think, hike to that park that's on the other side of the island. That way we can see some views and see what's between here and there.
The island looks very hilly.
It does. It's gonna be a good hike.
Yeah.
The menu was handwritten in Japanese, so our phones did not do a great job of interpreting it to English, so in the end, we just pointed at something and ordered. So we genuinely don't know what any of this is, but it looks really good, and I think it's gonna be super fresh. Let's start with some of the fresh fish first. That's really tasty. Super fresh. Delicious.
What was it?
Fish. It's a little bit slimy. Oh, it's sesame. It's really good.
That's excellent.
It's like the best fried fish you've ever had, isn't it?
It's right up there. It's very good.
The fried fish was so good that we ordered some more. Oh, hot. Oh, so good.
Arigato.
Well, that has to be some of the freshest fish we've ever had. Their menu is handwritten because it changes depending on what they catch that day. That was so good.
And just to add to the authenticity, not only are we, I don't know, less than 100 meters from the port and the fishing boats, but the fishermen's overalls are just hanging right outside the front of the door.
That was so good. The restaurant name was Zakko, Z-A-K-K-O. And we would definitely recommend it. They don't have too many tables, so we went there right as we landed. And now we're gonna head back and see what the shops have in store for us before we hike over to the garden, which I am most looking forward to. Well, those shops turned out mainly to be restaurants, so we are proceeding on our walk. I might have just been really excited to start our walk. It's really pretty. We're walking along the east side of the island, and you can look back to Fukuoka across the water. It's super pretty. And yes, there is a bus that could transport us, but then we would miss the views and nearly getting run over by cars. What more could you want? Not only does this island have a post office, but there's also schools on the island, which surprised us.
Are they known for fire engines here on the island? Interesting.
This is probably where we're going. We think. We can't read that. If you look closely at this house, the greens are on the inside of the house. I don't think anyone lives here anymore. This is on the inside of the glass.
This is a praying mantis that's just walking across the road very slowly. I think these are the things that eat their mates. We don't know anything else about them.
Well, we made it to the top. Here comes one of those buses. But honestly, the walk wasn't that bad, and I kind of appreciate the exercise because tomorrow we're gonna be doing a fair amount of sitting.
Tomorrow's a long ferry day.
Let's go in. So the thing to come to Noko Island Park for is the flowers. We've already run into some fantastic gardens, and there's a garden here somewhere that has seasonal flowers all year round. And right now I think Cosmos is blooming in this giant field.
That's a lot of flowers.
And that's what we're looking forward to the most. But first we stumbled across a beautiful multicolored garden. That's more work than I remember.
There's only 2 pieces of bamboo holding you up.
Pretty big bamboo.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, we're pretty cautious about animal experiences while traveling. These bunnies were clearly well cared for and well loved by many, including us.
Very aggressive.
Well, we couldn't resist feeding the bunnies. They were more gentle than I expected. They actually just like nibbled the food out of your hand. So that was a lot of fun. It was only 100 yen for the ball, which I promptly spilled everywhere. That was worth it. Not the spilling part, feeding the bunnies part. Worth it. We are here at the very end of October, and this far south in Japan, we're only starting to see the hint of fall, like this tree behind me. Turns out that there are 2 giant fields of mass-planted cosmos here at Noko Island Park. And I don't think I've ever seen this much cosmos planted in one place, blooming all at the same time. There's different shades of pink, there's some white. It's beautiful. Bill got to have an ice cream, so he's happy. Jeez. It's a stunning setting. This was absolutely worth walking up to. I've also never seen Cosmos this tall. Look, it is as tall as I am. I'm 5'3" tall. The Cosmos, pretty much as tall as me. That is amazing. Actually, this could be a maze because we keep getting a little bit turned around. What a place to be turned around in, though. It's the best I've got. Bill cried sunflowers and then took off. They are his favorite flower. He's so excited right now. That's excited face of Bill.
This is as good as it gets.
Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
We are now in field number 2. The other one is more of a mass planting, and this one is rows that you can walk between, so they're a little bit different. The first one we went to is to the right after you enter, and this one is to the left after you enter. So right is the big field, to the left is the rows of whatever flower happens to be blooming in the season that you're here. And right now is fall, and so is Cosmos. You might find it surprising that we took an entire day out of our visit to Fukuoka to come to an island and just hang out in nature. But if there's something that we discovered from when we were here a year ago in Japan, it's that we overlooked Japan's natural beauty. It's so tempting to fill your Japan itinerary with shrines and temples and the food, which, I mean, obviously the food should be a part of it, but it's so easy to overlook the natural beauty that Japan offers. So we have made a concerted effort on this trip to have more of the natural side of Japan that we're experiencing, and I do not regret it. Well, they just announced something in Japanese, and I'm pretty sure it's that they close in a half hour, so...
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
The next bus isn't for an hour. If we're lucky, maybe there'll be a taxi waiting. I don't think it's much more expensive to take a taxi back down to the port than just taking the bus, so... Otherwise, we have to wait for an hour. Well, we have decided that since the bus doesn't come for another 50 minutes, that's 50, that we are gonna walk all the way back to the port. Google says it's a 36-minute walk, which really isn't that bad, and we know the terrain because it's the exact path we came up, and we are trying to catch the 5:30 ferry so that we can get back to the Canal City area to go to some really cool food stalls that we're really looking forward to. Wow, I sounded super Minnesotan there. Some food stalls.
It's hard to break free from the way you're wired, isn't it?
Oh gosh. All right, so that's what we're doing. Minnesotan accent and all. Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Duh. Once we returned to Fukuoka, we realized we were so worn out from the day that we were utterly incapable of standing in lines for the amazing-looking Yatai Food Stalls that Fukuoka is known for. Instead, we contented ourselves by being serenaded by a boisterous group in a passing boat. It was a fun way to close out a fun trip to Fukuoka, and we know we'll be back.
Arigatou!